This is the Veteran Wargamer. I'm your host, Jay Arnold, and we are getting ready to host a game for the ScrumCon 2021. I'm joined by my brother Chris, also known as Not Jay, on Rocky's War Room.
Howdy, folks.
And don't forget me.
And Joey's here also.
I'm just.
Okay, looks like our players are coming online. Bob, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for logging in. You're the first to join us. We are live on YouTube right now as we get rolling with our pregame here.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit here on our external speakers. All right. Okay. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but at one point were you going by Bob in Edmonton on TMP? Or am I thinking of something else? Okay, I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, that's a different Bob.
Okay. All righty. Very good. We're still. Have you played Blood Tanker before, Bob?
Yeah, I played it with you at the Recruits.
Oh, okay.
Virtually it was.
Okay. All righty then. All right, we got. Hi, John. Welcome to the stream. We are currently live on YouTube, but we're not set to start the game for another 14 minutes or so.
Okay.
John, this is Bob. Bob, this is John.
Huh.
Do you guys hear me okay, or should I get on headphones and mic?
No, you're all right, John.
Okay.
All right. Are you? All right, we have a comment from Joey. He's in the room, but he is watching via YouTube. So he says, "It is I, Joey." I'll put the comment on the screen here.
So is Joey taking part as well?
No, he's just along for the ride.
I figured you were going to allow Joey to come in with like a king tiger.
No, he gets to roll the dice. You guys.
Oh, that's even worse.
Y'all are finished.
So,
I'm bringing out my Yacht Panther that I painted up.
Yep. So all we got to do is wait for Walt, and we could actually get started early if that's all right with y'all.
Perfect.
Sure.
I'll be right back. Bob is which tank?
Let me take a look here.
Because Walt is 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And I'm in 4.
Yep, there you go. So Bob's going to be number 3. Okay.
3.
Bob and John. Okay.
So we'll make notes on the dashboards here. So how's everybody's weekend been?
Good.
Yeah, mine was pretty good too.
I woke up to a rainy Sunday, so that made yard work impossible.
Oh, I'm sure that's
And
that was terrible.
Damn the bad luck.
I know.
And Walt's joining us now. Hi, Walt.
Hi. I'm a little late. I was cleaning up my game.
No, you're quite all right. We're actually ahead of schedule. Game's not set to start for another 10 minutes, but
Awesome.
if y'all wanted to go ahead and start early, that'd be all right with me. We do have some type of a ScrumCon streamer that's in the lobby right now, but they were wanting to stream as well. I'm not sure if they're going to figure out how to do that, but that's not my concern. So
It's not your issue.
I provided the information best I could. So
You provide the content.
yeah.
So.
Wow, Bob, you're just a gaming gadabout going from one to another. It's like me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was in Walt's game this morning.
I did. So that.
You guys did really good, man. I was actually real pleased with the result. It's very close to historical. Very close.
Yeah.
What was the game?
String bags out of the darkness. It simulates the 1940 Toronto raid.
Excellent.
So it was basically a horde of fairy swordfish attacking ships at harbor, flying through the flak and the barrage balloons and the torpedo nets.
Very cool.
Fish. Would it be swordfish?
All right. Well, I think it's appropriate, if y'all don't mind, given what happened earlier this week. Mike Hobbs, one of the co-hosts of the Meeples and Miniatures podcast, suddenly died unexpectedly. This past weekend has seen a number of wonderful.
Oh no!
Yes, he did. Yep. This past weekend has seen a number of wonderful tributes on Twitter with the Rate My Breakfast, Rate My Hobbsy hashtags. So I think now would be an appropriate time to have a moment of silence in memory of Hobbsy.
Before we do that, Jay.
Yeah.
On the We Have Ways of Making You Talk Patreon channel.
Yeah.
They announced it, and the comments came through for the better part of 3 minutes, and both of the hosts were just completely floored at the connection so many people, be it in gaming or in history, have a connection to Mike.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, that was quite the tribute as well. Mike was a guest on the Veteran Wargamer podcast a number of times, both with the other Meeples and Miniatures hosts as well as solo. And to say that there are very few people like Mike. He'll never be replaced. And to see the tributes that have gone out over the past week, it's just been astounding. And I got to know Mike a little bit better than most other folks did, or many other folks did, especially online. Didn't get to meet him in person, unfortunately, but his positivity about the hobby and inclusivity and just wanting to make the hobby better for everyone is I should be so lucky if I'm remembered as fondly as Mike is, to put it plainly. So if those of you watching at home or even afterwards, if you join us in a moment of silence for Mike Hobbs, please. Mike will never be forgotten by anyone who knew him, that's for sure. So,
Amen.
With that in mind, if anybody has any particular memories of Mike that they'd like to share, that I think that would be a good time too while we're waiting for the game to start.
I can't say as I ever met him or knew him personally.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Mike and I had a connection.
I absolutely loved. I had a long commute.
Yeah.
And listening to his commentary, especially about cake, was a treat. It just made me feel like I knew those guys so well, even though really all I've ever done is listen to them. That he was definitely part of what made that podcast so special. I really wonder how we'll recover from his loss.
Yeah,
I agree. Same thing with me. I never met him, but followed him on Twitter and on the podcast, and it was just, I was blown away when I saw how many responses there were to the news on Twitter and other media. And there's a lot of people whose lives he touched.
I was very much in a slump with gaming back in the early 2000s and the aughts. And I first had met him, through the podcast, and they start talking about this new company that had some really unique games. And I bit, and I should either be very happy or be very upset with him and the Meeples, because they introduced me to Richard Clark and Nick Skinner of the Two Fat Lardies. And let's just say my bank account will never be the same again.
I know the feeling.
And as far as the cake, there was the big cake scandal where Neil showed up at a convention and got a cake that he was supposed to share with the other two, but they weren't at the show. And Neil ate it, as we all would. And for many, many podcasts, he ended up taking a lot of excrement for doing that. And this was just before Christmas, and I heard them talking about their love of Christmas cakes, and I sent each one of them a English fruit cake that showed up on or about Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's. And the one who got it last was Neil, because it got delivered across the street and they never dropped it off to him until after New Year's. And they just thought that was the funniest thing, that he was the one who got the cake last.
I remember hearing about that on the podcast and talking about you sending them the cake.
Yeah. Mike Whittaker said, I opened the box and I just started laughing. And he goes, my wife comes in and what's so funny? And he points to the cake and she goes, okay, what's so funny?
Yeah.
So,
Well, just, all sorts of folks have been sharing memories like that of Mike, and it's certainly testament to the type of guy that he was, and just the joy and good times that he would bring to folks. And I appreciate you sharing your memories with everyone. All right, well, I think one of the best things we could do is, in the spirit of Mike, is to go ahead and bash on with the game. What do you guys say?
perfect.
Yep,
All
sounds good.
Absolutely.
So just a reminder for those that are tuning in, we've got someone. Hold on. Got
Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this.
got a we've got Chris is getting his phone out to do a cupola commander's eye view camera for everybody. So we'll have that camera pop in and out of the screen periodically. So just a reminder, that was the feedback that y'all were hearing. All right, so as stated earlier, we are going to be playing What a Tanker from Two Fat Lardies. The scenario is called Ambush in Provence. The game is set during Operation Dragoon in August of 1944, a very underappreciated operation taking place in southern France. The second D-Day, as it's also known. And for this game, Bob, Walt, and John are taking the part of American tank commanders. And Chris is going to be playing the Germans. I had set up for 6 players, but we didn't get 6 players sign up, but that's okay. That just means more fun for us. All right, so we'll go ahead and start with the deployment of the American players. Did we want to do that edge or the other edge for the? I guess we're okay.
Yeah, bring them to the camera.
Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to change the view so everyone can see the table a little bit better. Hopefully. There we go. Okay, can everyone see the table nicely there?
Perfect.
Okay. So it looks like that back edge of the field there is going to be the limit. So let's go in.
12 inches.
Yeah. Get a tape measure here. A ruler. All right, so have me one of those rulers, will you? I'll orient y'all to the board so you can see what's going on. We've got this stream here. We've got a road that comes across like this. You've got another road that comes from the south to the north until it gets to the road, then another road that comes off there further to the north. The Americans' objective is to get as many of their tanks off the northern table edge as possible. Because if you recall from I'll just go ahead and read the American briefing because obviously our viewers would not have access to this, of course. So, okay. Date, August 26, 1944. Locations near Aspre, France. Forces, 2nd Platoon, B Company, 191st Tank Battalion, consisting of 4 M4A3 Sherman tanks with 75mm main gun. Situation, we've got Jerry on the run. The 36 infantry boys for the 141st have been duking it out and need our big guns. We have to get there quickly or their attack might get cut off by a Kraut counterattack. Mission, get your platoon off the north end of the table with as few losses as possible.
That's better.
If practical, don't leave any effective German forces in your rear area. The main thing is get your tanks north to support the attack. Okay, so deployment. Americans may deploy anywhere up to 12 inches from the south end of the table. Okay, so basically what we're going to be looking at is anywhere, and you can see the rulers here, anywhere up to a foot from the edge. So we've got some light woods. Now, in these rules, just a reminder, woods don't affect movement, but they do affect your line of sight. We've got some farm fields here as well with high hedges and low hedges. Low hedges, you'll be able to see over. High hedges, you will not be able to see over. Then as we move north across the battlefield, we have a ruined church, another woods, a farm field with hedges, a low hill. Notice that we do have a low hedge here alongside the road. Vineyard here is going to count as woods. Then we've got some more farm fields with hedges, another low hill, and then finally the farm here.
Is the creek fordable?
You'll find out when you get to it, I suppose.
Okay.
Well, I'm getting a strange sense of deja vu.
It's a slightly different table setup from our virtual recruits game.
It is. I'm noticing differences already.
So,
Okay.
so that's how we've got it. Walt, do you want to go ahead and, since you're Sherman 1 and 2, do you want to go ahead and take first pick?
Do we want to set up on the road?
Yes. No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Now there's a special rule. There is a special rule for this scenario. If a tank spins all of its move on a road, it can change any die and turn it into a move die.
That's what I was trying to exploit, but
I mean that comes at a cost. I mean you're going to be out in the out hanging, as they say.
okay. All right. Well, you first.
Yeah. Jay, why don't you put me about 8 inches from the I think the eastern edge, And yeah,
You want to change over to my?
and about as far
We're gonna switch
as
over
far
to the-
forward as I can go, 8 inches from the eastern edge. Yes, perfect.
Right in the woods. You want to be in the woods or not in the woods?
Not in the woods.
Not in the woods. Okay.
Behind the woods.
I like that.
That's perfect.
All
Yeah,
right.
Chris.
Where would you like tank 2 to go?
Could you pull out a bit? Yeah. Let's say about as far forward as I can go. Right.
Right where?
So in that field there. In that
In the
field.
field.
No, in the field. There. Perfect.
Okay.
Right there.
Want a little bit of a yes, absolutely.
All right. So we've got tank 1.
A little bit of a sight obstruction.
Tank 2 in the field. Okay. Tank 3 was, if I'm not mistaken, was Bob.
Yep.
Right.
All right. Tank 3. Where would you like to go, Bob?
Can you pull back the view a little bit so you can see more?
There are definitely covered approaches on the left-hand side.
Yeah, I'll go into the field on the left-hand side, sort of trying to stay
Smart
behind cover. Yeah,
Yeah, smart move.
yeah, not right towards the opening in the hedge. But yeah, that looks good there.
Okay. Now, Bob, you will be able to see over that hedge.
Yeah,
So that's not a terrible overwatch position.
All right. And John, tank 4. Where would you
Put me on the road, a foot in.
All right.
You're bold, John.
There you go, gentlemen. You are set.
There are old tankers and there are bold tankers. There are no old bold tankers.
Nope, that's for sure. That's for dang sure.
Okay. And Chris, go ahead and deploy yourself.
I want to be hidden.
Oh, come on. Just put a mouse out there.
Squeak, squeak! I tell you, squeak. All right, and
All right.
hold on. There we go.
All right. Now, in a slight divergence
Oh, I thought
from
you would want to do a hidden.
what's that, Walt?
I thought you would want to do a hidden setup for those.
Those Stoogs have
Guys,
enough of an advantage.
Oh yeah,
That's all right. Hey, are these 20 millimeter?
These are 15s. Yeah, we're using 15 millimeter models.
Cool.
They're all.
I'm asking this because the reason why I'm asking is I'm putting together what a tanker set up on my own, and I'm kind of wet with a 15 millimeter scale. So
yeah, 15's way to go.
Yeah.
I agree. You get a lot of action on the tabletop in this size.
Absolutely, and the vehicles are all Flames of War. This is a Flames of War product also, but all the other buildings are 3D printed.
Yeah, I've been going with a steampunk kind of what a tanker. I've been printing up my own tanks.
Yeah.
Like this. Yeah.
Here, hold on a second.
So
I'll put you on the board here real quick, Walt.
sure.
Everyone can see.
Oh,
cool.
So yeah, I'm gonna kind of put something like this together. Like a squad of slow, gigantic behemoths, and more nimble, like Mark V. Like, thanks.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we
right.
with my group just before lockdown, we were doing What a Tanker for 1973 Yom Kippur War on the Golan,
Oh, nice.
which was a hoot.
I'd play that in a hearty. I would
Um,
play
Yeah.
that in a heartbeat.
the number one thing is I need more T-55s.
Now, are you using, John? Are you using missiles at all in that?
No, because they didn't use them on the goal. They weren't used very effectively in the Golan.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, you bring missiles into warfare, and it's no longer fun.
Fair enough. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started then. Now,
Well,
we are going to make a slight divergence from the rules. Rather than dicing off for turn order, we're going to go ahead and deal cards out. We're going to start with Walt, and then Walt's first tank, and then second tank. Then we're going to go in that order. Then the next turn, we'll start with Walt's second tank. In the next turn after that, we'll start with Bob, etc. Okay, so starting off. Okay.
So the Germans always move after the Americans?
No, they're gonna get in the. What I'm doing is I'm issuing out cards
Okay.
for each.
Oh.
For each. So here's your turn order. For this turn, Walt's first tank is going to be 5th in order.
okay.
Walt's second tank is going to be 2nd.
All right.
Bob, you're going to be 1st. Throw that next to Bob. John, you're going to be 6th. Chris's first Stug is going to be 4th, and his second Stug is going to be 3rd. So in numerical order, it's going to go Bob, Walt's second tank, Chris's second Stug, his first Stug, then Walt's first tank, and then finally John.
Okay.
All right, so
I left my big bucket of dice upstairs. I'm going to go get it.
Okay, not a problem. Does anyone else need to grab dice or a drink or anything?
No.
Hey, Dad.
I'm assuming
No, okay.
I'm assuming we're all unbuttoned and loaded.
Yes, you start the game unbuttoned and loaded.
Okay.
Okay, and I'd also like to point out that Chris and I are also getting loaded ourselves. I kid. Just
Keep
just
giving
one,
it to Chris.
At a time.
just one at a time, right? Okay. So just a reminder, everyone's going to start with 6 command dice, and at the start of your turn, you roll those 6 command dice to determine what you can do. And the dashboard indicates what the different scores of the dice allow you to do. So just as a reminder, a 1 is a drive die. I refuse to say the word dice in the singular. A 2 is an acquire, and you need that in order to spot enemy tanks. 3 is aim. That's the process of your gunner getting in the groove, so to speak. 4 is fire. When you fire, you become unloaded. 5 allows you to reload, and a 6 is a wild die. And there are various effects for that we can go over once we get there. It looks like Walt's got some dice that he's bringing to the table.
How's that right?
Okay. All right, Bob, you are first.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your 6 dice and announce what you get, please.
Okay. 2 1s, 2 3s, a 5, and a 6.
2 1s, 2 3s, a 5, and a 6. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay. We got some options.
Yeah. So I want to move up to behind the woods, sort of in front of me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to turn and then.
Okay, so you've got the option of rolling either two drive dice twice, or rolling 4 at the same time. Your call.
I'll roll 2 dice first.
Okay.
So 6.
6 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, then we'll keep moving towards the woods. 11.
11, okay. That's definitely going to be able to get you... Did you want to go just directly behind, to the left, to the right?
Actually, I'll go up into the middle of the woods there.
Into the
We
woods.
changed the
11.
view to
Yeah.
we changed the view to the other side of the table.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Thank you. Perfect.
Okay. So at this point, Bob, you've got that 6 that you can go ahead and use as another move if you want, or you can reserve it.
Well,
It's not a bad thing.
yeah. No, I'm happy getting to there, so I'll reserve it.
Okay. Gonna reserve the 6? Okay. All right. And you're already loaded. You can't aim at anything, so you'll reserve the 6. All right, very good.
Yep.
Okay, so next up is Walt's second tank.
That's right.
We're
6
blacked out.
dice, right?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. I got a 6, a 4, 2, a 3, a 5, and a 1. God, I got a royal flush, I guess.
All right.
I got one of everything.
All right.
That's a rarity.
Real quick, Bob, did you want to go ahead and button at the end of that turn or no?
No, I'll stay unbuttoned.
Okay. Just remember, you can always unbutton at the end of your turn. And that doesn't count as an action. Okay, so Bob, Walt, your second tank has one of everything, so you've got some options here for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can I look down the field from his point of view? I'm just trying to figure out what to do here. Could he see any enemy unit? I mean, I could see it through the camera, but I'm not sure if he could see it through the hedge. I don't think he could.
No, I doubt that.
No, that's a tall hedge.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Oh, that's better. All right, I will move.
Okay.
Obviously, I don't have anything to aim at, so I can't aim. I'm already loaded, so I don't have to load. I've got a wild dice, though, and I could change that, the 6, to a 1 move, right?
Yep. Correct.
Yes.
So just like Bob,
I want to go 12 inches to what?
Go ahead.
Repeat last.
What I was saying
Say
is
last?
just like Bob. What I was saying was just like Bob. You could go ahead and either roll 2 dice twice or 4 dice once for your movement.
Okay, have fun.
Okay. 2 dice twice, or I think I'll do 2 dice.
Sorry. Love you.
4 dice once.
Okay.
Okay. 7, 10, 15 inches.
Okay, and where are you wanting to head?
Let's go. You see that clump to the right of the church there? At
Yeah.
the right, my right.
Yeah.
That little tree. Yeah. between the tree and the ruin.
Okay,
Right there.
And what was the distance?
15.
I think I could get almost there from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, you're gonna get there.
Okay. And I don't have anything else I could do, so that's it.
Yeah, that's a good position. All right, Chris, number 3.
Walt, do you want to button?
No, not yet.
All right, fair enough.
Roll them. Okay, so Chris gets 3 4s, 4 4s, a 1 and a 5.
Well, these are the studs with the auto loaders, right? So he doesn't have to worry about loading.
Not quite. He does get to change 1 die into an aim, but he doesn't have any acquire.
I'm going to sit and be happy.
He's going to sit and be happy. All right, fat and sassy. All right.
You know what? Waiting's the game.
All right, so you got your other Stug to go now. What?
I hear it now.
Mm.
Our voices sound the same.
Okay. All right, so he rolls a 1, a 2, a 3, a 5, and 2 6s. Nice roll. Okay. You want to show your...
I got nothing there either. I think I'm going to move.
Okay.
Nah, stay there.
So 9 inches.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Right there.
What does it cost to change elevation?
In these rules, nothing.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
I'm not close enough to really do anything over that hedge, am I?
You mean try to spot?
Yeah.
Oh, try to spot Bob there.
I can't, but I can't spot him because he's.
It's 4 inches for woods.
Oh, it is 4 inches. Okay, so
Yeah.
I could attempt. But
You're not gonna. Well, you're gonna have to use all your. See, because that's gonna be. You got your unbuttoned, so it's gonna be.
That's a free.
That's a free acquire. Okay. He's in the woods, so that's going to be another acquire.
Right.
There's a. We'll count this hedge here because we're assuming that the hedge is continuous.
Yeah.
So that's 3. You're really supposed to be up on the hedge, so that's 4. That's 4 to acquire, and
yeah, I don't have enough.
You don't have enough.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use
Well, hold on a second. You need 4. You've got the 2. All right, if you change both your... You've got the 2, and if you change both your wilds to an acquire, you can acquire them.
Because I get the free acquire.
Because you got the free acquire.
Being unbuttoned.
Being unbuttoned.
All right. Okay, so I've got him acquired.
Okay, so... And you've got the aim.
And I've got him aimed.
Okay.
And I can reload.
And you can reload. All right, so that's it for the Stug. Bob, you are acquired and aimed on by Chris.
Okay.
That's an unfortunately passive voice. I apologize for that. Okay. Next up, Walt, your other tank.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and get your commander's eye view here. And for our viewers, both of you, if you'd like to make a comment or have a question, feel free to pop that comment in the comment box there. We'll
If you want to put bets on the game, that's allowed.
Yeah, I've got 2 2s.
Okay.
I've got 2 2s,
Okay.
a 3, 5, 2 6s,
No, nice roll.
which is pretty good actually.
I'd say.
All right, so I got 2 wilds as I'm thinking of it, and no driving, or no movement. Okay, 2. I don't have my dashboard up yet. Let me.
So you got 2 acquires, an aim,
Let's see.
a reload, and 2 wilds.
All right, I'm going to turn the. I'm going to turn the 6s into moves.
Okay.
Okay, so they become 1s.
Correct.
All right, we're going to do roughly the same thing that we did last time. Could you pull up just a little bit, please? Let me take a. Could you pull up a bit? Thanks. Let me see what my options are here. Yeah, look at that. Okay, up again, please. Just let me kind of see where that stug is. Yes. All right, I think all right. I think we're good. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna roll for 2 movement segments all at once.
Okay.
And 6, 3, 2. So 17.
Yep.
17 inches. Let's see.
Probably get you in here-ish.
I'm going to.
But you don't have
Yeah,
to
that's
follow your
true.
movement.
I think just touching the road. That's right. Don't.
Orienting this way.
I'm gonna anyway. So yeah, orient him that way.
About like that.
Yeah, that'll work. Perfect.
Okay. You've got the closest stug is here.
Yeah, there's enough visual clutter between me and him that I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I was looking at, actually, and it looks like there's enough interference between me and you that it would be challenging to shoot me. So,
Correct.
All right, I'll
That
take
is
that
an
risk.
Challenging is a
I will
good
take
word.
that risk.
Yeah, we're counting the vineyard as woods.
Yeah, so it's blocked line of sight.
It's blocking line of sight completely. All right, so John.
Could I acquire?
Let's see how many dice.
Jay,
you
one
have.
thing before we go.
Yeah.
Could I acquire?
Oh.
Not if it blocks line of sight.
All right, I will try and acquire on the stew.
You've got too many hedges in the way with the number of dice you have.
Plus the
All
block
right,
line
that's
of
all
sight.
right. But I tried.
You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'd say the
The inverse of that logic is he's got 4 to acquire on me.
right. Plus he's out of arc because he doesn't have a turret like you do.
I'm done.
I'm only like this. It's unbuttoned, right?
Yeah. All right, John.
I have a 1, 2 2s, 2 4s, and a 6. So
Now, if you stay on the road, one of those other dice can be turned into a move.
all right, I'm going to start moving up the road with the first dice and see how far I get.
Okay.
So that's allowed, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll start with that. Do I roll the dice for the move?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
Greetings, Hex to Hex.
Hey, Jeff.
Jeff says, how did you get the local news channel to let you borrow that stellar cameraman?
So we will move up the road 7 inches.
Okay. I got it. There's a chair there, by the way. All right.
Hey, Jeff. This is traffic chopper 5.
I'm going to take the 4 and convert that to a move to continue moving up the road.
Okay.
For 9 inches.
Nice. We'll just kind of do it like this.
That's good enough.
Okay. All right.
Look at you, Billy
And
Badass.
if we could move to the left a little bit so that I can see. Thank you. So at this point, the vineyard completely blocks line of sight.
I think it's. I think it's low enough that it doesn't, but that hill is actually what's blocking from where the Stug is right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's right on top of your turret.
Not a problem.
Edge of your.
Perfect. No, I'm fine with that. All right. And let's scooch the camera a little bit to my front so I can see. All right. I'm going to use my 6.
Okay.
And I'm going to hope to have enough movement to get in through that small hole in the field.
Oh, into here?
Yeah, but that means I would lose. I'd be off-road.
Well, as stated in the scenario, as long as you move you've got the entire movement on that die that you change.
Okay. Now,
The only way you're going to run off the road is if you roll boxcars.
and even then, it's not going to get me in there. Do all those popsicle sticks there with the telephone poles have hedges?
No.
Okay.
No. Just that one. And some of these down here.
Then I think I'm going to move my turret to the left a little.
Okay.
Toward the Stugs.
Okay.
And I am fine.
We'll count that as part of your previous move.
Okay. And I will reserve then the 6.
I like it. Okay. Jeff says, "Good
Smart.
stuff, gang. Listening and watching." Thank you,
Thanks,
Jeff.
Jeff.
Okay, so that's the turn. Did you hand me those others?
Hey, Dad.
All right, starting with Walt's second tank now. Just mix them up a little bit here.
So for those at home watching, we've got an M4 in the woods.
No, it says
An
was.
M4 charging up the road. You got another
Okay.
M4 hiding behind the church. And then another M4 that's decided it's thinking it's wanting to head towards the road to those Stugs. We've got one Stug in the woods that's playing the waiting game. And this Stug just couldn't help it. He moved up into the field from his high ground.
All right, so turn order for. Go
Before
ahead.
you flip the first card, Jay, how will the reserve dice work?
Okay, if you're gonna. Oh, good question. If you want to, why don't I go ahead and flip them, and then you can decide if you want to use them. Is that fair?
Sounds fair.
Because basically, what it's going to do is just going to bump you up in order 1, unless that other person has a reserve die and they want to use it as well. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay, so Bob, you have a reserve die, but you're 1, so you can keep that if you want.
Yeah, and I'll
Jay,
use the reserve
Hex
die if anyone's going to move up.
Hey, Jay, Hex is
Jeff's
asking
question,
what
75,
caliber
76 on
of
the Sherman.
Sherman.
They're 75s. And Wardrobe World War II is in the house as well. He says, "What's up, H2H?" He doesn't want to say hi to us. He wants to say hi to Jeff, and that's okay.
Thanks, Todd.
That's fine.
Even though we're
Okay,
providing
Paul.
the content in. Okay,
That's
Yes.
just Todd.
1 or 2? Are we good?
Okay, your first tank is going to be number 2, Walt.
Okay.
John, you are number 3.
Okay.
And you reserved the die, right? Do you want to bump up to 2, or are you good with holding on to that reserved die?
I'm good with 2.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm good with 3.
Okay. All right. Bob, Walt, your second tank is 4.
Yeah, put my
Okay.
comment up.
Hold on. Okay, we got some comments real quick. Let me finish putting the turn order out. Stug number 2 is 5, and Stug number 1 is 6. Okay, so some comments there. Joey says, "Today's weather, bullets plenty."
Irish showers.
And Todd says, "Arrowheads, of course." Yes, we are fans of the 36th here, as well as the 33rd, but the 33rd was in the PTO. Jeff is my hero. Hey, Todd. And finally, some recognition from Todd. Thank you to the Arnolds as well. Okay. Moving right along. Okay, so let's see. Bob, you're first.
Okay.
Now, with reserving dice, once it's your turn again, that die becomes unreserved.
Right.
So it goes back into your hand for your roll.
So how do you use it then otherwise, other than initiative?
What you could do is, if you are fired upon, you can use it as an armor die.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I got 3 2s,
Wow.
a 3, and 2 4s.
Nice. Okay, so 3 2s, a 3, and 2 4s. Is that correct?
Yep. That's right.
Okay.
And he'll be able to
So,
acquire.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be acquire.
Okay, so just skirting past that hill. Okay, so you're able to trace line of sight just past this hill across 1, 2 hedges, so you'll definitely be able to acquire and aim and fire.
Yep. So I will do all of that.
Okay. Okay, so you are definitely... Let me double check real quick. You're definitely under long range. So it should be... I want to make sure it's a 6 or a 7. Okay. Okay, so it is 6 or more on 2d6.
Yeah. No, rolled a 4.
Rolled a 4. Okay, that's all right. So you are now unloaded. Would you like?
And I will button up.
You will button. Okay, but you are acquired and you are aimed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Number 2, Walt. Where's the card?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Number 2 rolling.
And Joey reported
2 3. 3s, 2 4s, a 5, and a 2.
Okay.
I'm not moving anywhere. I guess I can't really acquire anything based on last turn. Has that changed? Has there been any movement?
There's not been any movement.
What?
Is this your tank that's
Okay,
partially on the road?
Yes.
Well, you could convert 1 die for road movement, couldn't you?
Yeah, I'll allow it. You got 1 track on the road. I'll allow it.
Sorry, I'm just trying to play with all the rules.
The thing is, I don't want to go directly towards the Stug right now. Yeah. I don't want to go directly down the road and the Stug quite yet. That's an idea, but I don't want to do it. So, yeah, I guess that's it for my turn. I can't do much.
Okay.
Aim.
All right. John, you're
Need to
number
reload.
3.
I have a 1, 3 2s, a 3, and a 4.
Those could be fun.
All right, so I need to just. So I'm unbuttoned. I've got what, 3? I need 3 acquires.
Well, I think we said the hill blocks it currently.
No. I realize that. But if the hill wasn't there, if I moved up a little, do I need 3 acquires or 4 acquires?
I'd say you would need, if you were to get past the hedge next to the road, like if you were to get
To there.
Yeah, if you were to get to here.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, if you were to get to here, with the acquires you have, because you are unbuttoned. Oh, wait, it's low profile, though, so yeah. Yeah, Stugs are low profile, so you wouldn't quite get it.
Well, I would need... How many do I need for the vineyard?
Okay, you need 1 here.
Right.
You need 1 for the hedge.
And 1 for the low profile.
Yeah, 1 for...
He's got 3, so...
I've got 3, and I'm
Well, you
unbuttoned.
need 1 just as a matter... Well, you're unbuttoned, so that takes care of that. So, yeah, you would be able to acquire.
All right. So I will roll 2 dice to move up.
Now we're talking.
And I rolled a 3.
That might be enough.
We'll see.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, you're past that hill. You're past that hedge. So.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
So you're good.
Right.
Before it, dude. Go for it.
So I've got 3 for the acquire, 1 for the aim, and
4 to fire.
4 to fire. 2 dice.
2 dice.
Daddy
6 or
needs a
more.
new pair of shoes.
I rolled a 4.
No, that's not going to do it.
No, I realize that, but
It's black for some reason.
I know.
all right. Well, I'm at least acquired and
Yeah.
aim. And he knows something's coming down range.
All right. Okay.
Well, tank 2.
All right, Walt, tank 2.
D.
There we go.
Ah, much better. 1, a 2, 2 3s, and 2 6s.
Okay. That's tank 2.
Correct.
Okay. Walt, can you repeat that, please?
1, a 2, a 3, a 3, 2 6s.
2 6s. Okay.
All right, I am not seeing any movement on the camera. Is somebody frozen up? Is it me?
It might be you.
Oh, wait a minute. I was looking at a screenshot. Silly me. I was waving at myself and going, come on, dude. All right. Okay, so Well, a little bit, please. There we go.
Okay, while you're examining the situation, we're gonna burn through some comments real quick. Joey says I made a cardboard tank earlier today, and it is pretty massive. It's at our house, not here at Chris's. Jay Wiley, hi Jay, is watching outside while painting terrain. Thanks for the entertainment. Todd gives props to Joey for the tank. Todd says it's a beautiful day for painting. What are you painting? Jeff's wanting to see the tank. Unfortunately, it's not here. 6x4 table. It's a 6x4 mat, correct?
It's a 6x4 mat.
It's a 6x4
It's
mat.
a 5x8 table.
Right. What camera angle are you using for the close-ups? I left my protractor in my other pants. And then the camera's moving before a screenshot. So, all right. So, Walt, second tank. What do we think?
He's wanting. I'm using.
I've overcome my embarrassment, and I'm now trying to look pretty practical. Okay, I'm going to use the movement. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to convert one of the 6s to a movement. So I've got 2 segments of movement.
I like it.
All right. I'm going to charge across the road and get behind. You see that the hedge there?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to get behind that with my turret facing towards the Stug.
I like it.
Exactly. Okay. Still unbuttoned.
Okay.
All right. Now I still have not managed to bring up my my little dashboard, so I'm kind of vaguely remembering the rest of these. 2 is what?
2 is acquire. 3 is
okay. We're gonna try and acquire. We're gonna try and acquire when I get.
Okay, let's not worry about that just yet.
Okay,
let's worry about getting the movement done.
Okay, so that would be, I believe, 4 dice of
yep.
Movement. So let's try that. All right. 9, 14.
Get you there. Probably over enough to be able to skirt past the vineyard also. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The sides.
All right. Now, the way I'm looking at it, I can see him.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to try and acquire him.
Okay. So you're past this hedge.
Yes.
Well, maybe not quite. Hold on. Let me see here. You had enough movement. We can get you just like that. Okay.
Yes.
So you can ignore this hedge.
Yeah. I know he's low profile.
There you go.
Okay.
Now you're unbuttoned, so that's going to be 2. That's going to be 2 acquire.
So that I should be able to do it, right?
How many 2s did you have?
1 of them.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay. You're going to counting your freebie. All right.
Yep.
You need 3 because you get the freebie for just simply having to acquire the vehicle, 1 for the hedge, and then 1 for being low profile. You have effectively 2 right now. So if you wanted to take that other 6.
Well, wait a minute now. I have an unused. I'm going to do that. I'm going to use that for. Use it for acquiring. I'm going to try and take a shot.
Now the problem is.
All right.
Well, the problem is you're acquired and aimed, but you're out of command dice now. You don't have the 4 to shoot.
Oh, you're right. Damn it. Okay. Then
if Chris doesn't move, you're going to be good though. To shoot next turn if you get a 4 or a 6.
All right, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
I took the risks I paid the price.
Hey, there's no price paid yet, man. You're in good position. All right, Chris is gonna figure out what he wants to do. All right, so we've got some more comments real quick. Jay Wiley says he's gonna post a pic later, Todd. And Jay, just so you know, I am making note of how you spell your name today. Let's see. Todd also says not camera angle. What type of camera? And please don't bring your pants into the conversation. That is an iPhone 12. He tells me. Okay, so, all right, Broheim, let's go ahead and you can set your camera down and let's do some ciphering here.
Are both cameras 12s?
Say that again.
Are both cameras iPhones?
No, the other one's the camera that you see right here is a Logitech. It's a webcam.
CR whatever.
Yeah, it's a Walmart special. It's not a great camera, but it does the job.
Okay.
It's also got the mic built into it.
All right.
All right. Cocked eye there. So a 1, a 3, 2 4s, 2 6s.
All right. So I am aimed and acquired here.
Aha.
Oh no, this one. Never
No,
mind.
he's not. Nope.
Never mind. Wrong tank. I'm going to go ahead and get him moving.
3 inches of movement.
Yeah.
Rolling like I did.
The driver slipped his foot off the clutch.
And looks like we have Matt from Rocky's War Room is popped in. He says, the brothers Jay. Hi, Matt. Hope Christine's doing all right.
We're going to go ahead and take a 6 and make it into a drive.
Okay.
There we go.
That's 8 inches.
It gets me.
Oh, looks like he's gunning for you, Walt.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and make that one more.
Going to take another 6, turn it into a drive. For another 8 inches, going to get him right up to the hedge.
All right. So as a tank destroyer, I can
That's an
change
aim,
to
not
an
an
aim,
acquire.
not an acquire.
Yep.
However, I'm unbuttoned,
You are unbuttoned.
but he is kind of behind that hedge.
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because you've got all kinds of advantages here.
I cannot acquire him.
So, Walt, your tank that is just eking out by the hedge is not acquired currently. But
That's a great
all
relief.
close.
I am doing. I'm going to go ahead and button up.
okay, and that Stu commander does button up.
Okay.
All righty. Last Stug was aimed and acquired on Bob. Hand me the card there. Thank you.
Jinx him. Jinx him.
Okay, and he rolls 2 2s, 2 3s, a 5, and a 6.
Okay, so I don't need to do anything with an acquire.
Right.
However, what I am going to do,
You're already acquired. You are aimed. You're
I can
currently
use additional aims to lower my
to hit.
to hit.
And here's what you're looking at to hit right now. Because he is in woods, that takes a 6 to a 7. You are shooting over a hedge that takes a 7 to an 8.
I'm going to take. That's going to make that down back to a 7.
Taking an aim to
That
7.
takes that back down to a 6.
Down to a 6. He's going to take a 2 and turn it into an aim to make it a 5 or greater on 2d6 to hit.
Using the 6 to fire.
Okay, using the 6 to fire. 5 or greater on 2d6.
Mother Mary, Joseph of the Mule.
Rolls 4 the hard way. That vehicle is unloaded.
No, I'm reloading.
He's reloading. Okay. And he's going to button or not button? Okay,
buttoned
he is
up.
buttoned. Okay. All right. So this turn we had 3 shots. three shots this turn and no hits?
At least 2.
No, there are 3 shots. Or Bob was about to shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Walt
All
was
right.
about to shoot.
Okay. All right. Now starting the third turn. Go ahead and start issuing out. And no one's got reserved 6s this time. Oh, vicious.
I better
Okay,
scrape the
so
glass.
our order of operations is going to be, first up is Stug number 1.
Ugh.
Oh, I know, rough.
Oh, that's not good.
Second is going to be
That's not
Walt's first Sherman. Third is going to be Walt's second Sherman. Fourth is going to be Chris's
That, however, is
second
good.
Stug. Mini warm-up checking in. Say hi.
Yeah, he says that's the roles we're used to seeing from Not Jay. Yes, it is. Thanks.
Jackass. All right, and then let's see. John, you are 5th in the order, and then Bob, you're 6th in for this turn.
All right.
Howdy.
All right, I got a reload. That's good. I got a
Okay.
fire. That's good. I've got a 6. I got almost one of everything.
Almost one of everything. No aims, but you can make an aim. Ooh, vicious. Okay, so you reloaded last turn.
Right.
Okay, now if you're shooting again, that's going to be an 8 to hit without any additional aims.
I'm going to take a drive
Okay,
and make it into an aim.
an aim. So that's going to take you down to a 7.
Yep, and that's what we're gonna go.
Okay, 7 to hit on 2d6, 7 or greater. 6 to hit. Nope, doesn't do it this time. You can reload.
I'm reloading and firing.
Firing again. Now it's back to an 8 to hit.
Taking that 6, making it into an aim.
Okay, taking the wild into an aim. That's going to be a 7 to hit again. 6 again. That's a hat trick, I think.
That
Oh, goodness. That's good
Yeah.
stuff. I like to see that. Bob, I hope you roll well on your command dice, is all I gotta say. All right.
Walt,
Your
tank one.
first tank. Let's get the roving camera up, please, so Walt can
See.
take a look at the situation.
Go ahead and pop me up.
Yeah.
So we're looking at this tank, Walt. You're going to need some acquires to get either of those two Stugs.
Right.
Neil Warmutt says, hello to all. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining us today. And we've got 6 viewers currently. Hello to all the viewers.
Yeah, half of them are from my show.
That's all right. That's okay.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Come on. In nomine Patri et Filii et Spiritus Sancto. For God's sake. Okay.
Little
It's
block.
not so bad. It's not so bad. I'll just have to shift strategy.
That's okay. What do we get?
2 moves.
Okay.
1 6, 1 2, 1 4, and 1 5. And I think the firing is kind of out of the question right now. So I am going to go on a little bit of a dash. I'm going to do 3 segments of movement.
Okay.
All right.
You can do 2.
2 natural 1s and a 6.
Hold on a second. Walt, remind me what you rolled, please.
Okay. I'm gonna. I know I rolled 2 1s, 1 6, and I thought I got a 3 and a 4 and a 2.
Okay. 2,
Yeah.
3, 4.
Now,
Okay.
That sounds right.
Because I don't really have him acquired. Don't see how I could in this situation.
You pay me today?
That's up to mom.
But she's not responding.
Even if I go out on the road,
Have quiet.
even if I go out on the road, I would do it buttoned up. And I don't see how I could acquire him in this situation. I'd have to go through the orchard, and because he's got a low profile and because he's behind a hedge, it's almost impossible. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so instead, I will move north and try and make a dash for it. Yes, exactly in that direction. So let's see what happens. 2, 4, 6. Oh, baby, yeah.
What you get?
Counting it up now. 21. 26.
26 inches. You're wanting to go basically
behind the chateau.
Okay. Do you want to orient your turret toward the threat?
Well, absolutely, I do. You can just assume that's been ordered.
Okay. So that's the first 12. You're gonna come short. You're gonna have to stop at the creek.
Okay.
It's a linear obstacle.
Yep. It's gonna take you. Well, you're just gonna have to find out how hard it is to cross when you try to cross it, but you can't cross it now. You know that for sure.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Now,
take what happens.
With that threat there, knowing that you're not getting behind the chateau here, do you want to go ahead and hold up just short behind these woods?
Yes, I do. That's
Okay.
at all possible.
I want to make sure because, yeah, you're swinging there for a second. Okay. Very good.
I was swinging out in the wind there. Like I wasn't wearing trousers for a second.
Okay, up next. Let's see. Up next is your other tank, Walt.
Okay, cool. Let's see what happens.
Now I am aimed and he has me aimed and acquired.
Okay.
This tank here.
Okay, we're gonna burn through some comments real quick. Jeff says, "Hey, you mutt." Jeff also says, "I heard the praying and looked up to see if Linda Blair was spinning in her head. We should be so lucky." Pad says, "Man, what a peanut gallery watching today." And he says he's allergic to peanut. Minnie Warmat says, "Hey, sexy Hexy." And Wardrobe and Mutt says, "Wardrobe plays World War II. Who you calling Peanut?" I presume that's an inside joke. I don't know. Anyway. All right. Walt, still aimed and acquired.
Okay.
That's going to be a slide shot.
Okay, good.
If you get a shot off.
Well, I got a 6, a 2 2s, 2 5s, and a 4.
A 6, 2 2s, a 5, and a 4.
So
6,
I actually managed to get
2 2s, a 5, and a 4.
I'm already acquired. I'm already aimed. I don't have to drive anywhere or wasn't planning on it.
Okay, so 2 2s, a 4, a 5, and a 6.
Yeah, that's correct. No, 2 5s, 2 2s, a 4, and a 6.
Okay, 2 5s. Okay, gotcha.
He gets to reload twice.
I can reload all day long.
Right. Right. So what you're going to do is it starts off at a 6 to hit. Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be a 6 to hit.
Plus the hedge makes it a 7.
Plus the hedge makes it a 7. Because you're well under the 48-inch long range.
How do I roll a 7?
On 2d6.
Okay. Oh, I got you.
7 or greater.
Yeah. It's been a while.
See you, buddy. Love you.
Okay.
Right there, I'm leaving.
Yeah,
Bye.
Joey's heading home, so he's saying
Thanks.
goodbye, everybody.
Have a good one, Joey.
All right.
Okay, bye.
8's a hit.
Good night, Joe.
Night.
Yes.
Don't make
Okay, so Walt, your strike is 6. Chris, your armor is 7. So Walt, you're going to roll 6d6.
Okay.
And you're looking for 4s, 5s, and 6s.
Okay.
I'm looking for 5s and 6s.
And Chris is going to look for 5s and 6s.
Oof.
That doesn't sound good.
Walt, how many 4, 5s, or 6s did you get?
3 4s and 1 5, a 2 and a 2.
I'm dead.
3 4s and a 5.
I'm gone.
Okay, Chris only got 1 armor save, so that vehicle is 86. That's a kill.
Nice
Because
shooting, Jax.
Got more than 3 penetrating hits.
Don't rejoice in the death of an innocent.
Yay! All right. Okay.
Let me get a photo of this. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead and.
Let me get a screen capture of this.
Okay, so that means my aim and acquire have gone away on that tank.
Yes, and Bob's.
All right.
Mine's gone too.
Okay, good to know.
Ouch.
What am I doing here?
Well, she wasn't there.
Not there. Okay, well, I guess you're sticking around.
Gosh darn it.
Just chill.
There's some money.
All right.
Rats hanging out with us.
All right.
Okay,
Could
so.
you do me a favor and get a little closer to the
Yeah, we'll get back
destruction?
on the roving cam.
Hey. Can I get a little closer to the destruction? I'm taking a screenshot because I'm blogging this. Thanks. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. Oh. Okay.
Go back.
Oh, that's even better. Okay, thank you. Got it. That was a burn.
Okay. All right. Let's burn through some. While that stew burns, let's burn through some comments. Minnie
Nice.
Warmont says, "Where did you get the screen river pieces, or did you make them? Do you recall where those were?"
Those were purchased, oh God, about 10 years ago. They're J and B or something like that. I don't think they're made anymore. The cobble roads are the same. Now these roads here are made by World Maker or something to that effect. They're out of Australia.
Okay. Warmont also says, "Nice setup."
They're
Well,
rubbery, aren't they?
yeah, it's a rubber-like material. Nice setup, Jay. It's actually mostly Chris's stuff. I do lay claim to
I've
having
encountered those before.
painted the buildings. Todd says, "It's a nice table. Thank you very much. Those rivers look familiar." If you've got a comment on where they might be from, we'd love to hear it, Todd. Jeff says, "See a big J." Joey, you're sticking around anyway. We got a boom. Yes, it is not Jay on fire. And the other players' names are John, Walt, and Bob. Todd.
Howdy.
And all I can say is all weapons target Chris. So that's,
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, he's in the cauldron.
And my comment is
All right.
nothing.
Okay, so Walt, did you have anything else
Watch
to do?
my videos.
No, I'm good. I took pictures
Okay.
I needed.
All right.
he's
so-
reloaded also. He should be reloaded.
Yeah, I had. That's right. I had like 2 5s, so
Okay.
I could
Did you
reload all
want a
day.
button? Are you still good being unbuttoned?
No, I want to button up. It's
Okay.
getting a little warm out here.
It is indeed. Okay. So that was
as the weather forecast was earlier. Bullets aplenty.
bullets. Oh, plenty. That's right. Okay, now, Chris, you're Stug.
All right, he is
Puckering.
nothing at this point. All right. I have a 1, 2 ones, a 2, a 4, and a 5.
Well, there's your acquire.
So,
Not except he's buttoned now.
yeah, I'm not going to be able to acquire him.
Unless you spend a 1 to come out from behind the hedge. Well, no.
No.
Well, you could come off to the side.
Oh, yeah. I'm not about to give my side shot to these monkeys.
No, probably not.
Damn. All right. Well,
I'd ask who you're calling monkeys, but
my beloved 36th.
kind of makes sense.
All right. Yeah, that's me.
Well, you could do some serious reversage.
Well, there is that. I am going. Yeah, let me go ahead and do some moving.
That's a good idea.
Are you going forward or back?
Please go forward.
Back.
Okay, so reversing, so that's 1d6 per drive die. 6 inches. Might get you behind.
Gets me to there.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
And now nobody has me on the side.
Okay, so, yep. All right. So, Bob, no, excuse me, John, you're up now.
okay.
Go ahead and switch me over.
I have 2 4s, 2 5s, and 2 6s.
Nice.
All right. So from where I'm at, and he's on the hill, and I'm unbuttoned, I am going to take it. I can acquire him just on my unbuttoned. I only need 1 unacquire because he's above.
Nope. He's low profile and he's in the woods.
He's low profile and in the woods, so it's going to be 2.
All right. So I could use both of my 6s. No. So I need 2. So I can use 1 6 for the acquire. My unbuttoned now allows me to acquire him. And I will use the other 6 for an aim.
Well, hold on a second.
You need
Okay.
a total of 3
You need
acquired.
a total of 3. You need 1 to make the acquire attempt. You
Okay.
need another 1 for being in the woods, and you need another 1 for being low profile. That freebie takes you down to 2. So you would need to come up with 2 acquire somehow.
I'll use the 2 6s for the acquire, but that means I
Okay.
don't have an aim.
Correct. But at least you're acquired. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, I'll take it.
And as
Okay.
long as I stay in your viewing arc, you can move and still keep me acquired.
Okay. Well, all I've got is 4s and 5s, so I'm loaded,
Yep.
acquired. I'm just not aimed.
Correct. And did you want to button or no?
He's on the
Yeah.
road.
Oh, you are on the road, so you can turn one of those other dice into a 1.
Let me move. I'll use one of those dice to try to get up to the intersection.
Okay, I like it.
And I rolled 9. So I will get to the intersection. And how much do I have left after that?
You can get all the way up to the hedge.
You'd get to the intersection, and then you could do a slight pivot turn and move another 2 inches like this.
That's perfect. And just keep the turret on the
Yep.
Yep. On the stug. Okay.
So that's your view.
Oh, that's a nice shot. Fantastic.
But yeah, if we're both still there.
Oh, you're taking a picture. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Todd comes back with JR Miniatures is the company that made the roads and rivers, the
Yes.
rubber ones. Wish they were still in business. Now I'm a fan of Fat Franks on eBay. I would caution against Googling Fat Franks. You may need to have some other descriptors in there.
Did someone buy JR
Okay.
Miniatures?
You're not looking for.
John asked, did somebody buy JR Miniatures? I don't know. Todd, do you know if anybody bought JR Miniatures?
There were rumors back in the day.
There's a little bit of delay from live to when folks see it on Facebook. All right, Bob, you are up.
And I wanted to get naughty schoolgirl terrain, but I just hesitate to Google it anymore. So,
Oh, be brave.
Okay, so
Just don't do it at work.
for sure.
all right, so at this point, Bob, you are. Oh hell. There's Bob. All right, let's get you back in the stream for one.
But I
Hi,
can
Bob.
tell you that river is going to be more problematic than you think.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything. I don't have enough to acquire on.
What'd you roll, Bob? I'm sorry.
2 2s, a 3, 2 4s, and a 5.
Let's see. Yeah, you would need. Are you unbuttoned?
No.
Okay. Well, we could go ahead and load you. If you weren't already. Yeah, because you're gonna need. Yeah, you're gonna need the same 3. Well, that elevation is not gonna be a problem. I mean, he'd be able. I mean, you're elevated, so you'd be able to see past that hill.
All right.
So yeah, you would need. If you were unbuttoned, you'd be able to do it.
They're smoking
That's
away.
good news. I have tons of trade credit with Noble Knight. I may look that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bob, you can go ahead and go unbuttoned. Give you a better chance next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'd say your chances of getting hit from here are pretty poor.
We'll
With
see.
my rolling.
We'll see. Yeah, with Chris's rolling, that's probably a pretty accurate statement. Okay, so
Well, I'm just looking at it. There's other tanks out there in the open, so hopefully he won't be aiming at me.
okay, looks like Todd's got an answer for that
He
JR.
told me he wanted to aim at you, though.
Todd's saying that Magister Militum looks like they may have acquired them. They're in the UK. Shipping may be prohibitive. And then he sees some on Noble Knight as well. Noble Knight's kind of weird, though. Sometimes they drastically overprice things, in my opinion. But if they're out of production, they're out of production.
I agree.
You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. Okay, so
The
let's
thing
go
is, I
ahead
have about
and...
$500 worth of trade credit with them.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't get eaten up in 6 feet of rubber road.
No, that's not happening.
No, 8 feet of rubber road.
Okay, which one got knocked out? This one?
This one.
Okay.
This one's deed.
Okay. All right. Issuing out the cards. First is going to be John. Second is going to be Walt, number 1. 3
Okay.
is going to be Chris. 4 is going to be Walt, number 2. And Bob is Tailgun Charlie again. All right. So, John, let's go ahead and roll your dice and see what we get.
Okay. I have a 1, a 3, 2 4s, and 2 5s.
A 1, a 3, 2 4s, 2 5s.
So I will now aim on the stug.
Okay,
I will then use the 4 to shoot.
certainly.
He acquired last.
He
Yeah.
acquired last turn.
Acquired
Okay,
last
so you're going to have, let's see, this is less than 48, so it's normally a 6 to hit.
No.
He's in the woods. It's going to be a 7 to hit. 7
I
or greater,
rolled-
2d6.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. You
I
do
will-
have a reload,
I will then use the reload,
and you can shoot again.
and I will shoot again. 12.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
Ow.
Okay, because
And then I will reload.
because you rolled boxcars, that's good for you because in addition to your normal 6 for strike, you get to add, what is it? Hold on 1 second. I believe it's either 2 or 3 to the strike. Let me double check that real quick.
This is gonna hurt.
This is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt either way. Okay, that's an additional 2 strike dice. So you're gonna roll 8 strike dice, John, and you're looking for 5s or 6s. Chris is gonna roll 7 armor, looking for 5s or 6s.
Wow.
I have 1 5.
Okay, Chris got 2. Chris got a 5 and a 6, so that pings off the armor.
Okay.
Yeah, no effect. Okay, but you are loaded, and that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Okay, so Walt, that brings us to your first tank.
Roger that. A 1, 1, a 5, a 5, a 4, and a 6. Well, reloading's useless because I'm already reloaded. Oh, actually, that tank hasn't fired.
Okay, so you got 2 1s, a 4, 2 5s, and a 6. This one.
Correct, but I think you're focusing on the wrong tank. Yeah, that's the one. All right, that tank hasn't fired yet, as far as I know. So I can't acquire because I didn't roll a 2.
Well, you don't have line of sight anyway because you're behind the trees.
That's correct. I can't fire. That's useless. So I'm going to try the channel dash again.
Okay.
Not quite so many dice this time. So I'm going to convert the 6 to a 1.
Okay.
That means 3.
Okay, before you start rolling dice, I'd recommend you use 1 drive die.
Pairs.
Yeah, I'd roll them as individual pairs to start.
Okay.
And go ahead
7.
and roll your first 2d6. Okay, that's going to get you
there.
Get you there. Now it's going to take you an entire drive die to cross the stream.
Okay.
And now you've got your third die to move as you wish.
Okay. That's how we handle linears. Okay, got it. 10 for the remaining pair.
Oh, that's a nice move.
Yep.
All right, that's got you.
Alrighty.
All right, number 3, Chris.
I'm gonna switch over. All righty. Six, a 3, a 4. I got 1 of each.
Okay. Chris rolled a Yahtzee. No, not Yahtzee. Yahtzee's
nice.
6 something, right?
Yeah, 5 of something.
Okay, so it's a straight.
That's what I started the game with.
It's a target-rich environment.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead
The power move would be to use use the 6 and the 1 to reverse, do a J turn, get up behind the hill, target Walt's closest tank to the edge, shoot it in the side.
Hey,
Still
man.
got a plan.
What did I ever do to you? Oh, yeah, that's right.
However, I don't. My driver or my tank commander does not know that M4 is over there. He does see an M4 sitting square in front of him
On a road.
Well, this guy right here.
Well, there's that too.
Yeah, you
and
got
he-
me. You got me dead to rights
out of
there.
the hedge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to acquire him.
My other dude.
Yeah, tank 4 or tank 2.
I think that's me.
Yep.
Yeah, Walt tank 2.
Them's the brakes, man.
I'm going to aim.
Okay.
I'm going to fire.
Yep.
Needing
That's going to be a 6 to hit.
a 6 to hit. With an 8.
Finally hits with an 8. Okay. Walt, is that tank buttoned or unbuttoned? Remind me.
It was button.
It was buttoned. Okay, so you're going to roll 7. Or excuse me, you're going to roll 6 for the armor. You're looking for 5s or 6s.
Okay.
Crit, that's going to be
5s or 6s.
5s or 6s on a frontal shot.
Yeah.
Right.
You say you wanted me to roll 7 dice?
No, you roll 6 dice.
Okay, 6.
You're looking for 5s or 6s.
I got 3 5s.
3 5s. Okay.
All right.
Chris got 2 6s, so shot is ineffective.
I've got a reload,
You've got to reload.
and I've got a wild that's going to be a shoot.
Okay. Got to reload and shoot again.
All right. This will rattle a tank crew.
10.
Hits with a 10. Okay, so while you're rolling your 6 armor dice again, looking for 5s and 6s.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh, nice roll.
Yeah.
Could this be the end of Rocco?
Could be.
Maybe so. 2 6s and a 5.
2 6s and a 5. Okay.
Good job.
So, Chris, you beat him by 1. So
Good job, Chris.
it is not permanent damage because it's 5s and not 6s that he rolled to hit. So you've got a temporary damage to tank 2. Right. What that means is for future turns, you're only going to roll 5 command dice. Now, you can get that temporary back by using a 6 when it's your turn. And it's your turn.
Using a what?
A 6. You can get the temporary.
Oh, wild dice. It was one of the things. Yep. Yeah, that's right.
So while you're rolling and thinking about what you're wanting to do, Jeff says maneuver combat. You have to love it. Very nice. And then Todd says someone has to say it. Don't cross the streams. So there we are. Okay. So.
Or if you cross the streams, stop it in advance.
Right.
So.
All right. So Walt, go ahead and roll 5 command dice.
Roger.
Switch over.
Yeah. 1, a 1, a 5, and a 6. Oh, and another 5.
2 1s, 2 5s, and a 6.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. Okay, were you...
Well, immediately, I would be doing the fix your tank thing that you mentioned last turn.
Okay. So that takes care of the wild die.
Yeah, that's off. And The only thing I could do that's even remotely productive is move.
Yes, agree.
So you pull out a bit and yeah, thanks. And I can't see through the comment.
Hey, Joey's saying he needs lunch. Hold on a second.
So you know what time it is.
Why does
What's
this not
going on?
stop? There it is. Okay, what happened to those chips you're eating?
I ate them all. And I'm still hungry.
How many chips are in the bag?
That was like 3/4 of a bag.
Oh, I'd say you probably had enough, pal. Go get some water or a drink.
It's serving size 1 though.
Size 1. No, it was not a serving size 1 bag by any means.
Okay.
See, there's the bag.
Wrong
That camera's
camera.
not on, buddy.
Joey, you're not helping your case any.
Fine, but I still need lunch.
Okay, I think you might check upstairs and see if Aunt Donna's home. And see if she's got something to snack on or get a drink, okay?
I just want one.
All right, so Walt, what are you thinking about for this move?
Okay, Jay, could you bring the camera down and let me see what he sees?
All right, bye everybody. I want to go home.
Bye again, Joe.
Bye.
Yeah.
Think Aunt Donna's here. May I bring this cardboard tube with me?
No.
No.
Have a great
No.
day.
So if I dash for the stream, it probably won't end up well because he's kind of got me on that ridge without any.
Back up a little bit. If you're patient, Walt, you could reverse, do a J turn, and get behind these woods and set yourself up for a subsequent turn.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. 'Cause
Okay.
the option is to get behind this hedge somewhere.
Right.
Otherwise, I'd rather sort of go eyes on the prize on this one.
I understand.
I'm going to do a J turn.
Okay. So that's one.
How many
that's
dice
one
do I need to
die
roll?
That's 1 die to reverse.
Okay. All right. That was 7.
No, it'd be 1 die.
Oh, okay.
Reverse. I need you to roll 1 die to see how far you reverse.
Okay. 6.
6. That's plenty of movement. In fact, I'll just move you enough to get facing the right
I
direction.
wouldn't go the entire distance.
No, I hear you.
Okay.
And then
So
6 to move forward.
a 5 and a 1.
6. Plenty of movement.
Okay, good. I was sweating that one.
No, you're good.
All right. Okay.
All right.
A very
Claire
battered
Brody.
Sherman manages to dash into the woods.
Yep. Claire
Every
Brody,
day you
you
can-
signed in. Say hi. Hi, Pear. Thanks for joining.
Hi,
Oh. Whoa.
Okay. All right. So,
Okay, I'm
Bob.
done.
Yep. Walt, you're done. Bob, go ahead and roll your
Okay.
command dice.
4 1s, a 5, and a 6.
4 1s, a 5, and a 6. All right. Well,
Sounds like you're moving.
sounds like, well, if you want to.
Yeah.
Remember the objective.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going to move up, sort of follow the stream around to the road.
Okay.
So. Just use
Well,
2
still
of my
warm,
drive
but always
dice
be
to
faster
start
to go
with.
ahead and just, go up to the stream and go over it.
Bob, did you hear what Chris said?
Well,
With the amount of
Yeah.
move dice you have,
Use one set here, another set here, and then you still have 2 that you can, instead of having to spend everything to go that way.
True. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. So,
Joey says
7 was my first move die.
What'd you roll, Bob?
So that's 7.
Okay, so that's going to get you up to the stream.
Okay, there's
1 to cross.
Okay.
Now you got 2 move dice left.
Yeah, so I will move up sort of towards looking for the edge of the board.
Going this way.
You want to go to the left
Yeah.
hand side of that house?
Yeah.
Okay.
11, so 15.
Damn.
I'll get it.
It's not bad at all, Bob. He has to swivel to even hit.
And that's going to get you behind this hedge for a little bit of cover anyway.
Plus.
All right, that's hell
I'll
driving.
have to move to hit you. So that's a good thing.
Yep. Yeah, I'll
All right.
reserve my 6.
Okay.
Smart man.
Reserving the 6, you got it.
That's it. That's everybody on this turn.
That's everybody. Okay, Joey did say bye, have a great day before he headed out. And then Paris says he's just checking in and out. We'll try to hang out next time. Have a good session all. Paris, thank you very much for popping in. And I think a future game we'll do it a little bit earlier in the day so our European friends have a better chance of joining us as well. Okay, so that is the end of the 4th turn. Had some pretty good action, to say the least.
Moving forward.
Okay. It's a
So,
big
JD,
draw here.
Does Chris get the opportunity to bring another tank on?
Nope.
Nah.
Okay.
Well, how about that? Okay, so turn order. Chris is first. Walt 1 is second. Walt 2 is third. Bob is 4th. And John is 5th.
And we're about to lose our drone.
Well, go plug it in real quick. Okay, so
Turn the camera off and plug it in.
Yeah, we're gonna disengage momentarily and hope for the best. All right, so Chris is plugging in his phone temporarily, and then we'll get it back out as needed.
Has he got a battery problem?
Yeah.
That's not a problem. It's just been used.
Yeah, it's just been used.
Yeah, I was using a.
I think he's going for a. Are you going for a extension
Using
cord?
an old Samsung today. Percent charge, man. It died on me hard.
Okay, well, he's gone for something. He didn't say what he was going for, so. But
it's his turn.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta take command of him.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. So
Stomped off in a huff.
What's that?
He just stomped off in a huff.
I guess well, I'm not going to say anything derogatory about him in his absence. So just checking some comments on social media real quick. Rob Kent has made a comment on the What a Tanker fan group on Facebook. Oh, my missus is calling. Hold on one second. Excuse me. Hello. That's correct. Yeah, that is correct. Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. Rob Kent commented on the What a Tinker fan group. I put a notice of the game up there. He says, enjoying the game. Is that a guy with a Panzerfaust in the Chateau's courtyard? Funny you should mention that, Rob. I am doing some independent work on infantry teams in What a Tanker, because I think that'd be a cracking way to do a combined arms game. And we just lost Walt. That'd be a cracking way to do a convention game with some lardy flavor without getting down into the nuts and bolts and the nitty gritty of Chain of Command. Just check Twitter real quick, see if there's any comments there. No. Only comment on Twitter is in regard to the Rate My Hobbsy. So, all right. Chris is back. If you would, go ahead and roll your dice. Okay. All right, so we got 2 5s, a 4, a 6, a 3, and a 2. So that's a 2, a 3, 4, 2 5s, and a 6. In a target-rich environment.
All right, so...
Were you aimed and acquired on something earlier?
Yeah, the tank that moved.
The tank that moved. So that acquire is definitely gone, as is the aim. You're not loaded.
Nope. So first I'm going to use a 5 to load.
Okay.
What do I need? Yeah, I'm not going to have enough acquire to get that tank or that tank.
On the road?
Yeah.
You're buttoned.
Yeah, I only have 1 acquire.
Yeah. Yep. Let's use a 6.
Oh, yeah. I can do that. So I got 2 acquire?
Yep. Yeah, you can get John on the road.
Okay, so I'm acquired. I'm aimed.
Okay.
And I'm going to fire.
Okay. All right, that's going to be 7 because of the vineyard. Johnny shooting at you.
Yep.
That's a 9.
That's a 9. That's a hit.
Clean hit.
Okay, so that's a side shot. Chris, you're going to have 4 5s and 6s to hit. John, you need to roll 6 dice looking for 5s and 6s.
I have 3 5s.
He's dead.
Oh, you are dead. Chris rolled 6 hits to your
good
saves. So
Okay.
Boom!
Good clean shot.
side shots are vicious in this game for sure. Where'd that cotton go?
I have no idea where it all went. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Okay. Next to my former beer.
Oh yeah. Oh, very nice. Very nice. We'll get some still shots here real quick.
What are you using as the hashtag on Twitter? Is that ScrumCon?
I haven't really. It is. Well, it's not a hashtag, but I've been using their handle, which is at ScrumCon. Let's see if I can focus a little bit. There it is. Yeah, I'll put still photos up. Okay, Chris, you don't really have anything else to do except reload again, right?
Yeah, he's reloaded.
Okay. You're gonna lose your aim and your acquire though.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right, Walt, tank 1. It's your turn. Yep. Walt was off, and now he's back. Okay, Walt's back.
Tank 1 is the one. Tank 1 is the one that's close to the edge.
Correct.
Tank 1 is the one that's close to the edge. Yes. Okay.
Correct.
Hang on. Oh, more than enough. Let me, if I can, just show you.
Let me hold on 1 second. Let me go ahead and get that.
I'm not
Can
a
you go ahead and
fanciful
share that
man.
again, Walt? Walt, can you share that again?
Say again? Oh, do it again? Yeah,
Can you
sure.
share-
I haven't changed.
Yeah.
Yep, there it
Oh,
is.
that's a lot of ones.
Oh my.
Yeah.
How's
A
that?
few times when you want to see one.
Is that good?
3 ones. Oh, that's great. Thank you. That's good. Thanks.
Okay, cool.
All right. So minimum would be 6 inches.
Yeah. That's what, about 7? That's it.
Yes. So I'm not surprisingly going to make a dash for the edge because that's our objective.
Yeah. Yeah. Roll anything but a 1.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got it.
He rolled a 36.
Yeah,
right.
well, not quite that good, but yeah, it was enough, more than enough.
Okay. So tank 1 gets off the board, fulfilling the scenario objective. Okay. So your tank 2 is up now.
Uh-huh. Let's figure out what happens. Then I can make decisions. Okay, 2, 4. Not so bad. Okay.
Okay. What do
2
we get?
6s.
Oh, you have
1.
2 6s. Okay.
2 6s, a 4, a 5, and a 2. All right. So
2 6s, a 4, 5, and a 2. Did you say there was a 1 in there also? Okay.
yeah, so 1, a 2, 2 6s, a 5, and a 4.
Okay.
So I could move 3 segments, which would get me across the river at least.
Oh, certainly.
Now, if I moved out, I'm loaded, I believe.
Yep.
If I moved out using the 1, acquired with the 6. Oh, I would need to aim with a 3, right? So let me look at my.
Yeah, you're not going to have enough
my
acquired to make that happen.
Okay, then.
Because
It's another dash.
Yeah. You could
right.
just do it, but you wouldn't be able to aim. Well, you maybe could.
Yeah. I don't like the odds. I'm a little gun shy after being battered by that tank.
I think Chris.
All right, so I'm going to turn this into a dash.
Okay.
Yeah, the tank commander in there has got bleeding eardrums from the last turn.
Fair enough.
So, all right, the 1, the movement to the 1 will take me to the stream. Let me make sure. Yes, it does. 8.
Right on the nose.
Okay.
Second one.
Second one.
And then,
yeah, that gets me across the stream. Okay.
Yep.
And then final segment is 8.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to be in a good position for the next turn as well.
Okay.
All right, Bob.
Okay. Well, yeah, I got a straight 1 of each.
1 each. Okay.
So, Because really all I can do is move, because I won't be able to acquire him. Or, no, I guess I'm unbuttoned.
You are unbuttoned. You're going to have... Now, even though this is a tall hedge, because of the elevation, you'd be able to see, but that's going to be 1 to acquire, 1, 2 for being in the woods, 3 for being low profile.
So a total of 3 acquire plus unbutton.
Yeah. Yeah, so I won't have enough to acquire him.
Unbuttoned, the roll, or the 2, and then the 6. 1 to acquire, 1 for the hedge. Yeah, you would need 4 total.
Yeah.
3 plus the freebie.
Yep. Not quite. Not quite. But what you could do is use your 1 to get around here.
Yeah.
Just barely. And then another 6 to, or change that 6 to a 1 to get past, to get maybe up in here.
Yeah. I will try to do that.
If you don't have enough, stay behind the house.
So 18.
Okay. So that's 4. 7 to there. And another 11. So yeah, you're going to get behind the woods, no problem. All right, that's the turn. Here's how things stand. If we go another turn, I don't think that Chris is going to be able to do much to stop the Americans getting off the table.
Nope.
At this point. Would you all agree to that?
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
So I would definitely call this an unqualified success for the Americans. So great job, good game, everybody.
thank you.
I certainly appreciate
Fantastic.
I appreciate y'all taking some time out of your Sunday to join us. Can we get this camera on us? Maybe facing that wall there to your right.
Can you,
Right. Just rotate that.
this would be macabre, Jay, but if you could send me a picture of my blown up tank, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So
I tried.
if do you guys have any sustains or improves that you'd like to see, not only in the online presentation, but the terrain, the gameplay, the scenario? I'd love to hear them.
I like this scenario just like it is. It's laid out somewhat differently, but it's similar to the last time I played, and it feels like a real tanker experience. Dashing for cover, looking around for targets and whatnot. It's got a good feel. Of course, it doesn't hurt that I love the system.
Yeah. And that's really one of the great things about what a tanker is, that it does suit a convention type style of gameplay, which is what I'm going for, or I've been going for in my gaming for some time.
Interested in seeing what you do with it with the infantry teams once you get those worked out.
It's early days still on that. I've got some ideas. Basically, I'm wanting to keep it as simple as the tanks are, so it's going to be, with some minor, I don't want to go into too much right now, but just to say it's going to be relatively simple, but not simplistic, because, like Kent said on his comment on Facebook, is there a guy in the chateau with a Panzerfaust? That was a real consideration, and that would really. There are some unrealistic things that happen in the game because infantry and anti-tank guns aren't in the game.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I think that if if we were to reintroduce or introduce infantry and anti-tank guns into the game, that might add some additional depth to the play that's not there now.
Mm-hmm.
Without adding too
Yeah,
much.
I don't know why they are restricting it to not having infantry and anti-tank guns. But I could see that, it's a tank game, so they want to
Right.
stick to what's simple and quick.
They did introduce anti-tank guns in one of the specials. They talked about it. The reason they don't have it in the rules is they want it to be a for lack of a better term, more beer and pretzels tanks only.
Right.
Because there was the concern that if you put infantry in, so the first question that we had was, hey, can we add armored cars? And they went, well, yeah. And there were ad hoc rules for those. And then by the time the conversation was done, it was looking an awful lot like Chain of Command. So
Right.
this was going to get more tank friendly.
Right. And I think and this is a conversation that I've been having, Chris and I have been having with some other gaming friends of ours in the Kansas City area. When you do start modifying an existing rule set, you really got to think long and hard about what it is you're doing, that you don't change the game so much that it's not that game anymore. If your intent is to keep it that same game. Now, if your intent is to use it as a springboard to make something new, that's fine too, but don't change it so much that it's no longer what a tanker and call it what a tanker, for example. Because
I'm gonna call my unofficial variant that I'm doing, oh, what a steam tanker, so that there is a distinction, because I do plan on having towed artillery in this game, and maybe some infantry squads. I don't think anti-tank weapons really, or personally, infantry carried anti-tank weapons really exist in this universe yet. But
Sure they do. A Bobby
really?
with an exploding hand grenade.
There you go. So, but yeah, my idea was to, what I'm doing is I'm painting up like 15 millimeter Serbians and Austro-Hungarians. So I've got generic early European infantry, and just using them as units of maneuver that can move really slow but can hide really well.
Right. Yeah.
And with a minimal striking power. But
to Jay and Chris, have you ever done this where you've had, like, the Bachman Turner overdrive, where you'd have a Tiger versus a bunch of Shermans?
We haven't tried anything like that.
Okay.
We've done a greater mix of vehicles before, because we've done games with Panzer IIIs, Panzer IIINs, and Panzer IVJs going up against 75 and 76 millimeter Shermans and M10 tank destroyers.
Okay.
We really like Dragoon because it kind of limits the exotic German stuff.
Yep.
A Stug is as exotic as it gets in Operation Dragoon, and 8th Panzer Division only had 2 of them, for example. So
and now one of them's dead.
I tried to kill the other one.
So,
were there any Italian tanks or Italian units near the border that were drug into Dragoon?
I don't know.
No.
I know there were French tanks on airfield duty, but that's about it.
Yeah, but by the time Dragoon happened, Italy had fully capitulated.
Okay.
So now, if we wanted to do with Italian tanks, we could go a couple months earlier and do Salerno or Monte Cassino.
Okay. I have no interest in doing Monte Cassino.
Yeah. Let's play the 36 across the Rapido 4 nights in a row.
No, thanks. No, I definitely think there's room, and there's room for infantry with this system. I think you just have to be real careful about your intent with it. And my intent is just make it a little bit more. Looks like Bob dropped off. Step in the camera. My intent is to, insert those decisions or insert those factors into the decision making that infantry and anti-tank guns introduce. I'm not going to get down in the weeds about the differences between a German and a German and American squad, for example. When you get down to it, on the balance, the presence of M1 Garands over bolt action rifles are it's gonna, it kind of balances out in my opinion. So we'll just see what happens. Like I said, it's early days yet. So
I thought I saw something online that was like an unofficial download for handling infantry in What a Tanker somewhere.
Yeah, I think so. I think I saw that too. Well,
okay, yeah,
I might follow out there. I might follow that thread and see what it looks like. I just want to see how other people are envisioning running infantry squads.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I've got a science fiction skin, I guess you could say, that I put on What a Tanker that I call What a Space Tanker, and then we've also done specific, and that's kind of a hard science fiction.
Ooh, I'd love to see that, man.
I've run it we ran it at the in-person recruits. I guess it'd be the year
2019.
Yeah, it'd be 2019 when we did that. And we've also done What a Rogue Tanker, which is specifically early Warhammer 40,000 with those vehicles.
Cool.
So yeah, I think the system's great. Obviously, they're doing something because they have What a Fokker for World War I aerial combat. They've got What a Cowboy now. So
and I've played What a Cowboy. It's a hoot.
Yeah. Well, you gotta like a cowboy game if you're referring to it as a hoot. So
that is true.
Well, Jess, thanks again for joining us today. Thanks to the ScrumCon folks for reaching out and inviting me. Walt, thanks for putting that fire under Joe's butt to invite us to run a game. I appreciate that.
I was quite impressed with the last game we played, and he said, "Well, we really need to cater to historical war gamers." And I said, "I know the guy." So I kind of put. You're right. I did put that flea in his ear. So
excellent, Bob. Thanks for joining us.
We really appreciate your
enjoyed it.
Sorry, Walt. Go ahead.
I was just saying we really appreciate your contributions. I definitely wanted to have this in the show. So,
well, thank you very much. I will gladly run something again if ScrumCon is virtual again next year, or if there's an aspect of it that's virtual. I'll definitely be more than happy to run something. Maybe not What a Tanker, maybe I don't know, What a Space Tanker, or some other game altogether. So something simple, that's for sure. Something fun.
Well, I think that I think shows are going to maybe start contemplating a hybrid, live and distant gaming. I mean, I just see that as a reality going forward. I mean, workplaces are certainly doing that. So,
right.
You guys have kind of demonstrated that. I mean, I don't need to be there to have it done. So, I'm advocating personally, since I'm part of the planning committee, to keep this limit of distributed gaming in future shows, because we managed to have Howard Whitehouse today, and another guy whose name I'm escaping, or I'm blanking on. He did an interview. So we had like workshops, and like, to me, this is just adding to the way we do shows. I
Right.
think it's nowhere to go but up. So
Exactly.
So.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
all
I
right,
think,
guys. Well, I
think
got
that's
to
a great
get
note to end
dinner
on.
going. So
Sounds
thanks so
great.
much for running.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for joining us today. And for those watching, John, do you have one last comment?
No, just thanking both you and Chris and everyone that took part.
All right. Thank you very much. Bob, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Well, just basically same thing as John said. Thank you guys for running this. And yeah, I would really like to see these sort of things go on. I've attended several of them, and get a chance to game with people that I would never meet otherwise, and
Right.
just do a lot more convention type gaming than I have available to me in the local area.
Yep, absolutely, 100%. So on that note, as always, if the wargaming you're having isn't any fun, you make it fun. That is all.
Cue music.
Cue music.